On a late night in early May, Janice Puracal didn't want to talk about the State Department. Her brother was in trouble.
We're up to 174 days. He's been held in prison now.
And she thought they were his best hope. That was then. And this.
The State Department has never contacted us.
Well, this is now.
And I've left messages and I send them emails all the time. And they have never once responded to my emails.
Meanwhile, her brother is still here. Inside a maximum security prison in Managua, the capital city of Nicaragua.
I cannot even begin to describe how I feel right now. Kidnapped by the police from day one, human, civil, and constitutional rights violated, suffering physically, mentally, and psychologically.
He's 40 pounds lighter and a year older than when he came in. He spent his 34th birthday in the Central American prison.
He continues to be held in prison without trial and without evidence, for that matter, that he committed a crime.
U.S. Congressman Adam Smith has been vocal in his demands that the Nicaraguan government provide evidence of Puracal's guilt.
In our legal system, he clearly would not be in prison based on what they presented to this point.
Puracal is an American citizen from Tacoma. He moved to Nicaragua after graduating from the University of Washington and joining the Peace Corps.
He loved Nicaragua so much, and then he met his wife, Scarlett, and they had a son together, and so he wanted to raise his son in that environment.
He'd found a new life in the seaside village of San Juan del Sur, where he worked as a successful real estate agent. But it may have been that success that landed him in prison on charges of international drug trafficking, money laundering, and organized crime.
They essentially said this: people who launder money have money. Jason Puracal had money. Therefore, he must be a money launderer.
Retired FBI agent Steve Moore is convinced Puracal is being framed by the Nicaraguan police. He's also convinced that the U.S. State Department has done nothing to help.
I can't find a single thing that they're doing. I would be surprised if Hillary Clinton even knew the name Jason Puracal.
Congressman Smith has also asked the State Department to get involved.
If someone's being held who's not guilty in a foreign country, that is a grave injustice. This is a U.S. citizen.
But more than 8 months into his imprisonment, little attention has been paid to Puracal's case.
I can't figure out what is different about Jason's case that warrants the State Department not getting involved.
Do you think that it has to do with the fact that Jason is a man of color?
God, I hope not. I really, really hope not. And it had never occurred to me before that would... I'm kind of speechless just because that would hurt a lot.
But does the State Department care about Jason Puracal?
Jason Puracal's fate has nothing to do with evidence. If the United States does nothing, Jason Puracal will be in a Nicaraguan prison for years, if not decades.
It's heartbreaking. I can't imagine my brother being in prison any longer, and we cannot wait any longer. We have to demand his release now.
Something only the U.S. State Department may be able to do. Brandy Cruz, 97.3 KIRO FM.